Talofa. Malo soifua. Faftai lea tua tato whelewa I manuia. Talosia mato e malolosia o tauma. My name's Mark. We live way out in the country along a river bend and really close to a dead-end road. And if you're out here, you're either lost or you have a reason to be out here. Like UPS people can't even find us on GPS and all that. I raise animals. I have a huge garden. Last year I had 2 acres and melons. I had a tractor go out there and, you know, plow, and corn and all kinds of vegetables, anything you can think of, butternut squash. But I have all these animals now. It's getting on winter time. I have a bunch of goats, pygmy goats. I raise pygmy goats. A couple of Nigerian dwarfs. Yeah, I don't know why they call them dwarfs, because they're bigger than the pygmy goats. I have some chickens, a few guineas, which are real loud, but they scare off the snakes. A couple of llamas, which are supposed to kill the coyotes, but they're not doing a very good job this year, because I already lost 3 goats to coyotes. And I got some traps and stuff for that. Recently, let's see, I got a peacock. I saved a peacock who was in distress at somebody's house. They kept him in a cage for a couple of years. He was lonely, so I got him a girlfriend just this last week, a peahen. So his name's NBC, obviously, because of the peacock, you know, and the feathers. And her name is Foxy, because since, you know, Fox News, you know, we named her Foxy. Well, Granbury High School is in Granbury, which is a rural, smaller town. We'd never had a male cheerleader. And one day they came on the intercom. I was sitting around lunch with my friends, and they said, all girls wanting to try out for cheerleader, report to the gym at such and such time. And we was just joking around, and they said, why don't you go out and try out for cheerleader? And I was kind of a radical, so I said, okay, I'm not going to do it by myself. So I got one of my friends to go with me. And we showed up there, and there were like 40 pairs of girls, just us 2 guys, and they were all dying laughing. You know, we walked in there, but we had them surprised because we practiced a little routine before we went in there. So we did this, hey gang, are the Eagles gonna win tonight? Hell no. Who is that? Yell it, spell it. I don't remember all the stuff, but they went nuts. The whole school went just absolutely crazy, screaming. And before we did anything, we just walked out there. They were just like laughing and screaming and hollering. The next day, they announced the winners, and my buddy didn't get in, but I got elected. I got more votes than any of the cheerleaders, any of the girl cheerleaders. Well, I got out of college. I had a biology degree. I was going to go to med school, but I didn't get in. So I stayed and got a chemistry degree, and which allowed me to get a job at a nuclear plant. And it was a real interesting job. It was a lot of money. Had a lot of fun. I just couldn't see myself stuck in a rut. You know, it was like working there the rest of my life, and I wanted to get out and travel. And I thought about the military. It didn't quite pan out the way I wanted to, but I saw a movie or something about the Peace Corps, and I thought, Peace Corps sounds pretty good. So I applied. It took about 9 months to get in. It was a long time, a long process. They said, okay, how about Samoa? I said, well, where's Samoa? And they said, South Pacific. I thought, okay. I checked it out, looked it up. Sounded like a nice place, so that's where I went. And I said, just put me on the farthest island. I didn't want to stay in a city or anything. So they put me way out in the north end of Savaii, which is the big, most primitive island. And I was a teacher there. And my wife was in the village, lived in the same village. And that's where I met her. I saw an ad in the paper one day. I guess in my mid-40s. I'm 54 now. So I had in the paper wanted a singer for a heavy metal band. I went out and tried out, and they loved it. Even though I was like, you know, at least 10, 20 years older than some of those guys. We actually kind of played a lot around Fort Worth and Dallas and Deep Ellum and all these clubs, and we recorded some stuff there too. It's all on the internet, Defectus, if you want to look it up. You know, we did a little bit of cover songs, not too much, but let's see, I guess Walk was one we did. Can't you see I'm easily bothered by persistence? One step from lashing out at you. Anyway, I'll stop there.